some people were criticizing Srila Prabhupada early days. Prabhupada was telling us in New York in 1966 we should chant 64 rounds a day, and they tried, and then he reduced it to 32 and finally 16. From 16 grantis, which is a basic standard, granti is 4 rounds, then it became 8 grantis, and finally 4 grantis, 16 rounds. All right. So that was accepted. But devotees were observing Prabhupada in the early days, and they said, I don't see him chanting on the beats 64 rounds. He gets up and he morning walk and he translates and he gives class. Some people even left, some disciples. But the point is that Prabhupada is liberated and he's siddha, so whether he chants or not, but when he chants, he's relishing. I don't know how do I know what he was chanting? Because in those days, everybody was measuring everything externally. Maybe Prabhupada chanted 3 rounds on his external japa beats and 61 rounds in a manasik. We don't know the private consciousness of Srila Prabhupada, so one should never judge or make that mistake. It's advanced devotees, you see that devotees, they relish bliss when they chant Hare Krishna. I said even a drunk on the street who comes into Harinam, he's relishing some type of bliss. But it's such bliss that one attains prema, and he's entering lila and siddhadeha. But still he likes to sit and chant Hare Krishna and Brihad Bhagavatamritam. And I forget where else, maybe Prem Bhakti Chandrika, but for sure in Brihad Bhagavatamritam, it says that the relish of Lila Smaran is enhanced and deepened by chanting Nam Sankirtan along with it. And that's evolved over the last 500 years, that principle of relishing Harinam Sankirtan along with Smara. In other words, your eyes are closed and you're chanting Nam on Japa, Harinam on Mala, or playing Kartal and singing. That principle has evolved in the Gaudiya Kirtan section to be called Lila Kirtan. And the Bengalis have hundreds of thousands of kirtans. There's one book, collection of Bengali bhajans and kirtans called Padavali. And Padavali has several thousand. Yeah, it's famous. And Srila Anantadas has quoted so many songs from there to support different points of Radharasa Nidhi and Vilap Kusumanjali. And we're always quoting Gyanadas and Govindadas and all the famous Chandidas and Vidyapati, all the famous Padakartas and songwriters. There's thousands of songs. And they describe all the different leelas, Purva Raga Radharani, then Sambhog and Purva and Julan, all the different leelas. They just sit, and they have Astakalya bhajans. And this must be it must be a wonderful experience to be a Bengali person or to know Bengali language and have some deep advancement of consciousness, to sit and hear hour after hour. What a beautiful way to meditate on Leela. It's Sankirtan. They're singing Bengali songs, so that's Nam Sankirtan, because it's all about Krishna, Nam Rukun and Leela. There's no higher form of Nam Sankirtan than Leela Kirtan. That is the highest. Now we're just doing Nam, and we're supposed to meditate on the meaning or the Leelas. Always we have to be thinking of something. It's not just hear the name. None of our Goswamis teach that. They teach that we must meditate on the Leela and form of the Lord when chanting the holy name. Of course it comes, Jiva Goswami explains in Sandarbhas, as we advance, then the Nam reveals the Rup itself. But part of advancing to that is people get confused. As one advances in chanting the holy name and purification of the consciousness, then that Krishna appears in a purified consciousness. Ata Sri Krishna Namadi Nabhaved Graham Indraye Sevan Mukhe Hi Jivado Swayam Eva Spuratyada. Swayam Spurti. Krishna manifests. Here I am. He shows himself in the heart and the mind of the advanced devotee when he's doing Nam and doing Seva. Sevan Mukhe Hi Jivado. So Jiva it can liberate us if we're always vibrating Hari Katha and the holy name. So this holy name is it's relished for the new devotee to some extent, or occasionally, and it's thoroughly relished at every moment by the advanced devotees. You can understand how much ras and how much chumbak or sankarshan, so much attractive quality there must be in the holy name, that one devotee sings only one tune, and there's unlimited ragas, ananta raga, unlimited tunes. One devotee sings one tune of Hare Krishna mantra, and for 50 years, all around the world, people are still singing and remembering that one tune. This is prabhav. This is the power of prema and the power of pure bhakti. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It was good 40 years ago. It'll be good 40 years from now. And it'll be good 4,000 years from now. So how is it? People, no one's paying anyone, oh, please like my Facebook. Krishna, Prabhupada's not asking anyone, please like my new cut. I released a new cut on SoundCloud. Please, everyone like it. If I get 10,000 likes, I get a gold record. So he didn't go around and say, please like my chanting. He just chanted, and someone recorded it, and anyone who hears it, they go crazy. It's amazing. It's a universal ghost. I mean, it's a universal ghost. In every country of the world, doesn't matter the language, it doesn't matter the culture, it doesn't matter Hindu or Muslim or Christian or Buddhist or Shinto or Kintu or Pintu or whatever you are, you hear this tune, if you have some good fortune and Krishna is merciful on you, then it enters inside of you and it won't let you go and it won't leave you. It won't let you go, and it grabs you. It grabs your chitta. It's chitta karshan, because it's Krishna. And there's so many tunes, but why that one? We can sing 1,000 tunes in the Kirtan Mela. Some people like one tune, and oh, I don't like that tune. Oh, I like that tune. But when someone sings this tune, everyone likes. All the Chinese devotees like. All the Russian devotees like. All the Western devotees. All the people in wheelchairs, Prabhupada disciples, 90 years old, Hare Krishna. And all the grandchildren of the devotees' children are chanting Hare Krishna. It's amazing. And they sell these little boxes. I have a friend in Delhi, and they're not that much devotional, but they went to Mayapur. I mean, there's something. They know about ISKCON. They went to Mayapur, and they found a little box. This was way before they hit the markets everywhere. A little Hare Krishna chanting box. You plug in, and it goes Hare Krishna. And it was a doorbell. I have some myself upstairs. If you want one, I'll give you one. Free. So they got one, and they put it on their door about 10 years ago, and it's still working. Any other doorbell, you buy any other doorbell, 2 years it breaks. It breaks. It costs 200 rupees, and it's just chanting and chanting and chanting all the time. I talk to them on the phone sometimes about different things, and then whenever the doorbell rings, and I hear it because it's so loud. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I said, how do you, don't you go crazy with that all the time? Because they have a few children, and they're young, and families are very busy, in and out all the time. 5, 6 people in and out. So all the time, Hare Krishna. I said, no, we got used to it. In fact, the funny thing is, no matter what kind of maids we hire, any maids or helpers over here, some live-in maids, some ladies live inside the house, they're rich people. Or they visit, come and go, and wash the dishes and go. After they've been here for a couple of months, when they walk around doing their chores, they're singing Hare Krishna. Sometimes they're Muslim people that work there, or Hindus or whatever, and they just get this Hare Krishna. The doorbell gets in there and grabs their conscience, and no one sits down and says, human life is meant for no one sits down. Human life is meant for self-realization. You should serve God, and the best way to serve is chanting. Nothing. Nothing at all. They're just conditioned souls. They're coming to this house to wash the floors and clean the laundry and iron the clothes and make 100 rupees and go home. And they're busy with a material life, totally materialistic people. But even they, just by hearing this tune, they start humming the tune when they're washing the clothes. Hare Krishna, from a doorbell. And the master or the mistress of the house had never said anything because they don't want to disturb people, some different religion or whatever. Okay, you do your work, I do my work. We don't care what your religion is. But somehow this Maha Mantra just gets in the cells. That's why I say it's a unicell mantra, universal unicell. Unicell. Una means universe. Anyone in the universe who hears this mantra gets inside their cells. So this is our bhajan.